Hi all, welcome back to DD at Peleliu. This is my take two part 12. Right, I have come back tonight, so I'm not sure I'll be here that long, to be honest. We are on the US action phase, so, and yeah, as you probably guessed, I've had a couple of beers Saturday night, and whatever. Um, but yeah, I did feel like coming back because I thought we've got things to do here, although we're not getting to do them here unfortunately, but it was just disruption. So, these are sitting in steady fields of fire as well, the purple, so that's not too bad. But we've got this guy who requires flanking, and I think we can get that. We don't know what the depth marker is, and we're up here with a shot at this guy. So yeah, that's where we're at. I haven't had a reply to my question on BGG regarding the HQ phase, but yeah, I'm pretty sure we have got it right in our thinking, and obviously this is just written the wrong way on the card track up there, which is a little strange, but whether it's been maybe mentioned out there in the forums or not, it's possible. It's difficult to search and find everything that you want to find, isn't it? So it might well be there. There was a few comments on some of my videos. I haven't really studied them much. I think Martin commenting again on the whole position hex, position group without going on, without sounding like a broken record, he says. But to be honest, I'm not quite sure I have been completely following how Martin's been looking at this. I thought I was, but I'm actually not that not 100% sure that I've been understanding exactly what he's been saying. It's not that he's not been saying it properly. I guess it's just I think it's just me. Yeah, maybe not quite grasping things right. And yeah, he's still not seen part 9, which I think I go on about again. So. Oh well, you might have seen it. It's not made any comments yet, anyway. But I think I'll go over it again, and it is starting to get drag its heels a little bit. But I think I'm getting myself confused now. I think I'm because it's well on so much. I think I'm actually not sure where I'm at with it, to be honest. There was also a comment from Tam, which was a reasonable point um, regarding the tank being here and this infantry position being here. I mean, it does say in the rules when the tank advances, if it's the position's occupied, it will switch places with the unit. And his point is, why would the infantry, if it's going to switch places and this is unoccupied hex, why would it switch places with us? Why would this go back? I mean, I hadn't thought about it that way because I just always think rules. What are the rules? Whereas thematically, it might have a point. Why would they retreat? You know, I don't know, and it could well be that again we're getting this wrong and this moves to this empty position hex because it's empty. It doesn't trade places. Whereas if it did move there, it would trade places, by the way. But I think what Tim's saying is there's room for both here. So why does one have to go back? Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know. Okay, so like I say, probably only going to get half an hour in or so. I would very much doubt I get right through this US action phase. But you never know, I suppose. Right, couple of disruptions. Well, there's a few disruptions there. One here, one there. Yeah, so let me get them fixed first. Right, so there's the disruption removed. So yeah, fortunately we still have this one guy here able to attack and create the flank. So, but yeah, we do have a depth marker. We don't know what it is, do we? I want to say we've got some tank support though as well. So, and this is getting doubled to 6. Oh, well, to be honest, there's the bazooka there. So we attack with this guy and these guys, or one of these guys. We're getting the flank and the bazooka. Attacking with both of them is 10, that's 13, with a potential possibility of 14. The fact this is a hero though, I mean, unless the... well, I'll tell you what, I was going to say unless the depth marker's a CC or a flank, but if we chucked something in from here, we would deal with the flank if it was on the depth marker, wouldn't we? Because then we'd be attacking from 3 positions. I suppose it would be nice to just stroll into that hex though with these. Well, it's a nice safe hex. Well, I say it's a safe hex. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? That assault action, we just read up on it, didn't we? And it needs to have field of fire. Well, mind you, I think if it's not, isn't there something that still makes it move? Anyway, is that not where I had the book open at? Yeah. Occupied position, right. When it's not in field of fire. Yeah, here we go. If a Japanese occupied position has no US units in its field of fire, move the Japanese unit and depth marker to position hex no more than 3 hexes away. Yeah, this is where the 3 hexes comes in. From its current position and closer to the nearest US unit. The unit may move into an unoccupied or US occupied position hex. If entering a position hex with US units, conduct close combat. If entering a position hex with a garrison marker, remove it. Yeah, so technically this could, although this is not in the field of fire, blue's field of fire, it could still end up assaulting that, into that hex. Yeah, I'm just thinking ahead, I suppose. It would be nice. I mean, that it would be annoying if it's CC on the depth marker, because then we wouldn't be able to eliminate everything. If it, however, had, well, that's not true, Grant. You could, yeah, no, because we've got a hero with us, so he can cover naval artillery. He can cover. Well, actually, I think we're getting artillery from the tank anyway. So, but the hero can cover naval artillery. He can't cover the flank, but if we attack with something from there, well, what else is this going to do? It's really just sitting waiting to move into the hex, isn't it? Is this all 3 actions? Oh, actually, I've just realised that tank's up there. Thinking a hero's supporting it. It's not. So that's an action, Grant. That's not good. Well, hang on. Do we need it? Well, you might. 7, 10. This is going to be 6. Let's just say it's 8. Or do we need double? Yeah, you need double to be able to wipe it right out, don't you? Yeah, you do. Well, I'll tell you something else though. Because that was disrupted, that was one thing we thought we were going to have to use an action on. That. So, I mean, does that mean we've got a spare action lying about? Well, I'm not sure, but we've got this tank here that could support. As I'm not, I mean, to be honest, you've got this range guy underneath. Oh, here's another thought though. Hold on. We can move 1, 2 into that hex. We can move through that hex if it's empty. If this is defeated. So we don't particularly need these guys. This pair. This pair could just go boom boom into there. Where's your next place to go though? I suppose it's into there. Well, it is into here, but you've got that green to worry about, so you've got to kind of... I think I might want to leave that tank with the possibility of moving it. It would be nice to move some, because remember, these are so moving just one hex at a turn, you know. I know it's a tank and probably shouldn't be... Well, there is... You could actually not... You could actually attack with this infantry. That tank could attack. This could attack. That's 8. Yeah, because he's going to supply the weapons. Maybe we keep the hero... And that is an action though. The tank, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, but then you're not attacking the hero. So you've not got that wild card. Yeah, that's... Well... Yeah, it's kind of... That's tricky, isn't it? Yeah, actually, I was just about to say, right, stop overthinking this and just do something grand, but if I move that tank into there, you know, let's just say we get a result here and I move the tank into there, or even if we just, unfortunately, just disrupt this, moving the tank into there is not really helping me, is it? Whereas, moving this hero and infantry unit into there is sort of doing something. I mean, and having the tank behind actually is quite... I mean, okay, I've got to get moved into here. Yeah, I'm sort of tempted to flank this using the tank. What did I say? 6. Means you're not going to have your wild card, so 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. What did we say? 8 possibly. Yeah, we want 16, but we can come in with this tank as well to get 3, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Oh, yeah, 17. That's good. 17 mean, okay, if the depth marker's a 3, what have we got? 9, and we're 1 short. Yeah, and then if we get the result, these two guys move into there, and then this hero then moves into there. I think I'm gonna go with that. Might regret not using the hero, but yeah, okay, so I'm gonna use one of my actions. Right, hang on. This is zoom in a little bit, right? So this is gonna attack. I've got a moth floating about or something. Actually, I think it's a fly. Right, I'm not happy with that. Let me get rid of that. I'm not sure what that was. I think I've got rid of it though. Right, okay. So I'm gonna attack. this with this guy. Free action from his HQ, and I'm going to spend an action on this tank supporting that attack. I'll just turn that actually. So the hero's not going to get involved. Yeah, that's right. So that attack was 3, so that's 6, and then I'm going to attack with these 2, I think, to give us 14. And I'm also going to support the attack with this tank to give us 17. So we've got the flank, we've got the bazooka, 17. So as long as it's not a 3, the depth marker. I don't think they go beyond a 3. They do go to a 3. Yeah, you're still going to have greater than, I think. Yeah, I don't think I need to do this. This is silly, you know, attacking with us. Right, okay, I'm going to attack with that. So we've got 17. So we've got the strength is 6, and we've got the weapons. So we've got the weapons, and we've got at least double. And there's an unrevealed depth marker, so we're going to reveal the depth marker. And now hold on. Can we cut him off? I don't think we can we? Actually, maybe no. It's two-step units. Then if I took a chance and moved the hero in there first before the attack, it's an infiltration move. That would cut that hex off. And now hold on though. If it cuts, no. I think he can still trace into there and then into there. How does he? Is it just it's US land and beach hexes, isn't it? I think. It's not just beach hexes. I think he can trace communication into a beach hex. Well, in fact, this isn't even classed as a beach hex, is it? Beach hexes are classed as the ones with arrows on them. Control communication, Japanese communication. Trace path hex any length from position to at least 2 others. May not pass through any hexes occupied or controlled by US units. Furthermore, Japanese communication path may not pass through any of the following hex types: water, swamp, unless traversed by road, or US land and beach. Water, swamp, water is water. Yeah, and US land and beach is these. So, and they, even though there's 2 of them, I'm pretty sure that doesn't count. A US unit of either of the following types controls the hex it occupies and all 6 adjacent hexes around it, even if disrupted. Oh, hold on. Stop your, yes. It does. 2 US infantry infantry /HQ or engineer units stacked together in any combination and possessing 3 or more total steps control the hex they occupy and all 6 adjacent hexes, even if disrupted. Oh, I remember reading that, but I wasn't switched on to that. So these 2 stacked together do actually control this hex. So, well, we can't barrage and attack, so it's a gamble. So the gamble is making an infiltration move with this hero past that. So it'd be a purple diamond. I'll tell you what, last card was a diamond, not purple. Card before that was a purple diamond. Card before that was a purple diamond. How about, come on, We've got to go for that. That was a... Oops. Almost. That was a diamond. That's a purple diamond. That's a purple diamond. I mean, yeah, I mean, worst... Well, it is a bad scenario if we do take a step loss, but... It then would mean we'd cut communication off. Because he would... And even if he does take that step loss, remember, he's going to go down to 3 steps, which is fine. He's then going to control that hex. These are controlling that hex. He's got no out. Probably should do this, eh? Yeah, let's do it. So, before I make my attack, I'm going to move this guy into here. And this is an infiltration move. Let's just double check. Infiltration move, eh? Page 14. Yeah, I know how it works, but... yes, infantry engineer, you know... Yeah. 10 to infiltration. Make a special draw of a fire card. If it shows both the colour of the Japanese position and the target symbol of infantry in US unit, you must remove a step from the US unit. If you lose a step, you may choose to complete the move or keep the unit in the hex from which it started. Yeah. In either case, the unit has performed an action. Regimental HQs and infantry HQs may not attempt infiltration move on their own. Tank units do not need to check. Yeah, we're doing this. Because I'm wanting to move him there anyway. Okay, I would prefer this to be disrupted before. But you can see what we're doing. We're cutting off the communication. So do this. And, right, so it's a purple diamond, yeah? Is that right? It's based on the unit symbol and the colour of the position. Purple diamond. Don't do it to me. Ooh, it's purple, but it's a circle. Excellent. Excellent. I was confident there, though. Because, come on, how many purple diamonds can there be? So nothing happens to him. Right, now we're going to rewind a little bit and just say, right, now we're making this attack. Now he's out of communication. So, what was it again? 3, because the other guy was... had been disrupted. 3, this is an action. 6, another 6 is 12, 14, 17, he can support the attack, yeah. 17, we have the weapons, flanking and bazooka. So as long as this is not a 3, it's a 1 with a flamethrower, that's fine. That's fine, that's fine. We've got the flamethrower there. I was panicking a little bit. I thought, bring back my hero. No, we're good. Well, actually, I want to say he has a flamethrower as well, maybe. Right, so we've got 6, 7. We've got the weapons, flamethrower, bazooka, flank, and we've got 17, at least double. So turn 5 plus, death mark eliminated, unit is defeated, and then because this guy cannot trace communication, so death marker's gone. He will go to the Japanese eliminated units box rather than the reserves. I mean, I don't know. There's a big bunch of reserves there anyway. Is it? I mean, I suppose you should do it if you can. That's right, isn't it? Have I put in the right bit? Or am I getting that wrong? No, because I mean, also half of these come back at the night turn, don't they? Well, when I say come back, half of these go into there. So that is good. Just maybe it doesn't feel that amazing. I think it's good. Yeah, I mean, it was an infiltration move risk though as well. So we can now, yeah, because we can't move through that. That's an intense blow anyway. So I think we do this. So this guy and his HQ doesn't want to come up together. This is just steady blue. So we move 1, 2 into the jungle, and this guy's going to follow. Okay, these were all disrupted anyway, so we've just got this guy. Oh, there's not any space. Yeah, that was a problem there. There's not space to get anything in there or there. And obviously we can't get anything in there. Yeah, that's how it goes, isn't it? Well, I can move them into there, I suppose. I think I want to take these guys with me. Well, I mean, there was this as well. I mean, we do need to decide where we're pushing everything. I don't know if this is enough to go in here on this, or how much I need to send up here. I have no idea. No idea. Well, probably. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to move my HQ, but am I? This guy's fine. This guy spent an action this time. These guys have got infantry HQs with them. I'm not so sure I'm moving the HQ. I think I might just leave that guy there then. Because I'll move him into there. This is jungle, so you can't sort of stroll through that. So if the HQ's staying where it is, I might as well leave him where he is, so that if I do decide to move him up and purple goes away, then at least he can go 1, 2, you know. Yeah. I mean, the only thing the HQ's not covering is this. That obviously can't get a free action anyway. Okay. That was okay. That went well, I think. Right, we've got the red position. I mean, to be honest, there's probably nothing happening down here, is there? Is it possible to maybe move the HQ? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do with these guys. I don't want to just evacuate everything. Is it possible to get this HQ set up? No, see, because the yellow tank fires into this hex here, it fires into there. I mean, yes, I could. Why can't we place... yeah, I know why. Because this purple tank fires into here, which extends into here. I could move the HQ along into there. So... Hi all. Right, back to continue this as Take 2 Part 12, isn't it? I think. Yeah, I think I'm about 28 minutes in there, so let's see if I can keep this to an hour. It might be tricky. Right, I do want to try and go through this quickly though, because it's really starting to drag on. But however, Martin had been in touch with Mr. Butterfield and received a reply regarding trying to clear up the position group, position hex situation. I'm not sure I've been actually following things as Martin has, and well, he's the one you sort of go by, apart from Mr. Butterfield himself, but he has been seeing things slightly wrong as well, but I've not been on the same wavelength as him as well with a couple of things. I interpreted this rule about moving into here, for instance, as this was an occupied position, an occupied armoured position. I mean, it's not an occupied armoured position hex, but it's an occupied armoured position. But it looks like Martin's been switched on to that one too, saying that units could actually move into this hex. Let's just see the wording again there for that. Yeah, to be honest, that's the bit within the advance action that specifies position hex. It says, if no US units are in the tank's field of fire, move the tank unit and depth marker, if any, to a position hex that is unoccupied or occupied by a non-armoured Japanese unit. I mean, it's not an occupied armoured position hex, but it's an occupied position. But however, Martin had been in touch with Mr. Butterfield and received a reply regarding trying to clear up the position group, position hex situation. I'm not sure I've been actually following things as Martin has, and Yeah. And this, sorry, an unoccupied, yeah. Or if it was occupied, it would have to be by a non-armored Japanese unit. But I think, well, this whole build-up to everything about this being a position that's occupied, my take on that was that this was considered to be occupied by an armoured unit. I mean, the hex isn't itself, like we've just said. And this is a problem. And I'll tell you what, the biggest bit to take from Mr. Butterfield's reply is, and I'll get to it in a second, is the whole point of this switching places bit. Now, if this was to switch places with his tank, that doesn't do anything. So there's no point in doing that. But the whole switching places bit, if this was an infantry unit and it wanted to switch places, the whole point of that was so that you didn't have Japanese units stacked. That was the only reason, I say the only reason, that is Mr. Butterfield's reason for doing it, and you can understand that because there's never two Japanese units in the one hex. So, how do you deal with that situation if it was to be allowed? Anyway, I've been picking that up wrong as well. It looks. And look, I'm not wanting to go any more into that. Let's just see what the reply was. And Martin sent me a message with it, and the other bit was this move here that we made. And Tim actually made a comment on this, that he found it strange that, right, we were here. Hang on, I think that's got a fortification now as well, but actually that might be moving as well. A couple of changes I've got to make. This was our situation here. Now this is the hex that tank wants to move to, because it's closer to there rather than this hex and change positions. But my interpretation of it when you read the rules was that it'll move there and still have to change positions with that. Well, that's wrong as well. And again, it boils down to the fact that there's no need to move this unit. Like Tim says, why would that retreat when it's in a good position? Why would that go back to there? Fair enough, if the tank came into there, then we've got an overstacked situation. That's why that has to move. So, well, in actual fact, can't you fix that right now? Yes. Well, no, you know what? Let me come back to that. So that's how I've had it left, but it's wrong. So there's a slight change to make there, and I think this tank's moving down here as well. Now, it is possible in the playthrough earlier on that I've maybe not moved into this position with another tank. It's quite possible. I can only go back so far. To be honest, I went back quite a bit, and it didn't look like it. I think this is the last action that Brown got given was an A action, and for a tank it's advance and fire. So let's fix that one right now. So I said this couldn't have advanced into here because it was occupied by another tank, basically. That's not untrue. So let's move that guy into there. So he would have advanced into there and fired. This was only going back part 10, I think. And actually, he does have things to fire at. Oh, damn. I'll need to look at that. So hang on. Is this on the fire card right now? No, Brown's not on the card, so that must have been a previous one. Damn it. Let me just see if he might have hit anything when he moved there then. I'm forgetting the extender field of fire. I don't think there was an issue, but let me look back on that first. Right, I hadn't noticed that. I think I'm getting away with it. I'm just looking back. This was the closest unit. It was in this hex here. And this is a diamond. It was a triangle that was on the card. So that actually would have been sitting in there. Not that one. That one's moved up. So that's the only thing that would have been in the field of fire of that tank, with the extension. And now down here we had these 3 hexes that were occupied. Unfortunately, although this is a triangle, he was back here at the time. That one was there. It's a circle, and I want to say that was the closest one, which I thought that was under the HQ that was here. That's a diamond as well. So there was nothing that would have got hit from that attack. Okay, whether you want to look back at that yourself, just trust me. I've looked at it and it's fine. So he should have advanced to there and then fired. So that was that bit. Now, the other thing that should have happened then at the time, see, I need to look at that though, because I can't remember when that was, because that would have been in, that. This should be in here. Well, let's fix this. Let's fix this bit, right? That should not have happened. He should have went to here, yes, indeed. He should not have moved. He should have stayed there. And see, when we built that fortification, that should have been built in there then instead, shouldn't it? Because it was closest, coral position that's closest to, isn't it? Now, there is a bit here. I just want to know if this maybe should be disrupted just now. It wasn't a fire. It was a patrol, and this would have been in its field of fire, because this was disrupted at the time. So I didn't think this was carrying out the patrol. However, I had this back here in the green position where it should have been in there, and it should have been doing the patrol. I'm not sure if that was the last action phase or not. Well, can you not look at the card? Yeah, it was actually. Sorry, my bad. That is what happened. That's the last fire card. Look, purple P. And yeah, because the tank, we had disrupted the tank, and green was not on that card as well, so that's good. And yellow was not on that card because we just moved the tanks down. Good. Right, this guy should be disrupted, and unfortunately for me, that doesn't make any difference as well. In fact, we're in the US action phase, so his disruption has now been removed. That was a patrol action from that guy, which should have been there. Right, let's get to the reply, the comment that I got from Martin then. Hopefully, again, he doesn't mind me. I'm pretty sure it's fine. Okay, right, see if we can quickly run through this. Hi Grant, I received a response from John, and it suggests that we've interpreted the rules correctly for the most part. Yeah, well, yeah, maybe not myself, but you know what? I'm starting to like, because I think it's throwing me all over the place a bit. I'm not really sure where I'm at with it all, and maybe I did. I don't know. But I think it's straightforward, okay? So he says he pointed out that he's adding these to his list for the next addenda. In my reply, I added a request to fix the definitions of position and position group in 2.1, as well as the example on page 5, and to add a definition of position hex. So yeah, that's what you need. So this is how this is going to be reworded. Redeploy. The Japanese unit in the position hex redeploys to an unoccupied position hex within 3 hexes of its current position, closer to the nearest US unit. If a destination position hex, so that's getting added there. And rather than read through it all, they're all mentioning, they're all adding the word hex, just to clarify that it's keeping it all together. I mean, definitely, position group and position are definitely different from position hex, so they do need to be written that way, you know. It's obviously just it's slipped by, and I think most people have understood it to mean the same, but you know, if it's worded that way. Anyway, it says John added the first 3 instances when it said hex, so that one, and that one. Above, I suggested the fourth, 1, 2, 3, the fourth one. So then in the lowered numbered position, hex. Yeah, absolutely. Why not have hex there as well? I agree. Yeah, and I think John was good with that. The advanced action is mostly intact, but John has now added another hex to the last sentence, while commenting that the purpose of the swap is only to avoid overstack. Like I just said, that's the only reason that's been there, and it makes sense, doesn't it? What would you do with 2 Japanese units in the 1 hex? It'd be confusing. So the advanced, no, sorry, I've read that. So it says a tank unit will move to a Japanese occupied position only if the unit in that position can trace Japanese communication. Hold on a second. So that is, that is the last sort of couple of sentences, isn't it? Tank unit will move to a Japanese occupied position only if the unit in that position can trace Japanese communication. If the tank moves to a Japanese occupied position hex, the 2 units swap positions, place the other unit instead of marker on the position from which the tank unit advances. So that clears up the bit that I've just done there. because it wasn't clear. I mean, that was one that Martin was on board with, I think, that should have moved from there to there. Well, yeah, I think he did say in his reply to me at some point. And now this wouldn't happen, it would stay like that. So that's fine. And I think he maybe mentions this in here. Finally, after the shortened version of my comments below, we have confirmation that your moves were indeed correct. Okay. An example, the tank in the purple position advancing as 2 unoccupied positions. Yeah, that was all good. Yeah, that's when I made a mistake at first because I moved. This wasn't here, right? I wanted to move that to there. Was it? Rather than there, because it was closer to there. But this is an occupied position. This is an unoccupied position. Regardless of the fact position hexes. Is that right? An example, the tank in the purple position is advancing as 2 unoccupied position hexes. 1, 2, within 3 hexes that are also closer to the US unit. Whatever the US unit was, we're moving closer to. The first preference is to move to an unoccupied position, which I interpret as the blue position because orange position isn't unoccupied. So that does leave a little bit of sort of messiness there that you could get caught up with. Because, like I say, if that was the situation here, the first preference is unoccupied. I mean, it does say that, and that doesn't say position hex. That's why he's highlighting that, isn't it? Yeah, the first priority is moved to... See, I wish these were written out as priorities. I do. I wish... Because quite often you have that. And, see the enemy action Ardennes and Kharkov, they were brilliant when he started doing that. He started all bullets in a priority list, and you just followed it through and it was nice and easy. When it's part of a sentence or paragraph, it's a bit trickier to sort of grab it out there, and it's just a little less clear, I think. But anyway, it does say here, move to an unoccupied position. And this is where this bit does not say position hex. Sorry, here. It says, a tank unit will move to a Japanese occupied position only if that... Yeah, okay. Actually, it doesn't have that bit, does it? Does it? Tank unit will move to... No, see, that's the bit just after. It wants to move to an unoccupied position, then the position closest to the tank unit's current position. Yeah, but he's definitely saying that would have been right. That still would have moved to here. Because he's saying that this position is occupied. Even though the position hex is unoccupied. Because the second priority is move to a hex that's closest to where it came from, which is that hex. But the first priority is unoccupied over occupied. Okay, think about that. If I'm getting any of this wrong, Martin, then please let me know, and I'll just go and hang myself up somewhere. Okay. Okay. And then he says, if the units in the picture had been infantry in action, a redeploy action, the unit is looking for an unoccupied position hex that is of a different colour and closest to the current position, which would move it to the empty position hex in the orange position. Yeah, so just coming back to here, again, if this wasn't here, and this was infantry. No, sorry. If these were both infantry, well, actually, it wouldn't matter if that was a tank or not. If this was infantry making a redeploy, its first priority is different colours, and not the same colour to where it's coming from. So it wouldn't move kind of. If this was a double position, it wouldn't just move to this purple position here if it was. So it wants to move to a different colour, and then closest to its current position, which would be here. And this is an unoccupied position hex this time. So it's fine. So the redeploy action would move to there. If this was infantry, if it was an advance action, these were tanks, it would move to here. And it wouldn't matter if this was infantry or a tank, it would still move to there. Right? Think I've got it. And then John Butterfield's came back saying, I agree with your interpretation in C2. I agree with your interpretation in C3, given my corrections above. I think that was just I don't know the C2, C3, but it was maybe how they had it numbered or lettered or the questions or whatever. Okay, so let's leave things at that. I think I'm now on board. I think I know what's happening. Let's just please move on. And so Tim, you were correct in the fact that should stay as it is, and it did make sense. And sometimes I should start thinking like about, rather than reading it in the rules, how does it actually look, and how does it, as for a strategy, why would they do that? And I guess I never think that way, but anyway. And I think I got a comment for Hal agreeing with me that this tank wouldn't have moved here. Oops, I put that down there. Let's put it back. That it wouldn't have moved from there to there, I think. Or was it? I think the purple ones was considered at a time, but I had to go further back because that brown should have moved there before that purple one. Well, actually, is the purple one not got a move? No, because the purple was on the last action fire phase, but it moving to there wasn't getting closer, was it? Because we found out its closest unit was here. Again, I think this is something that Eric was getting wrong about. I think I spoke about this already. I could see how you could do it that way, and to be honest, it might be that that's right, but I've left this in the video before, I think. You decide at first, where is your closest US unit? And if it turns out to be this, and then you move that from there to there saying you're getting closer to this, that's not right in my eyes. And that's why that can't move from there to there. Let me know if I've got that wrong, though, as well. Because that's quite big as well, I think. Because whereas that's what I'm saying, Eric was moving that to there, saying he's getting closer to this. But this was his closest US unit. I think these three are closest, aren't they? In fact, is it not 1, 2, 3, 4, if I remember rightly? And this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So this is 7. So this isn't a consideration right now. It's what these 4. It's got to get closer to one of these 4. If it moves to there, it's only getting, that's 6 away from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 away. It's not getting closer to these. It's getting closer to that, but that doesn't matter. Right. So that should be right. That should be right. That should have got disrupted. That fortification should have got put there. This tank was disrupted at a time. It's now undisrupted. Right. Let's go. That's 20 minutes. So let's hope I can just finish this US action phase and be done with it. There's another few comments out there about things, but I'll get around to having a look at them. If any come to me, I will bring them out. Okay. Yeah, so I've no idea where I was at. Obviously, I've done everything with this. Looks like the HQ is probably sitting tight, and this guy's not moving. I think we're done here. We're certainly not done here. And yeah, I want to say we're just like not sure here what we're doing until this. And we've got all the tanks that are going to come. I mean, problem is, I don't think these tanks are going to move any close. Well, hang on. This one now is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 away there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, see, it can't advance to there either. I mean, these are when the counterattack event, if it triggers, that's when these hexes become options for the tanks to move into. Okay, well, yeah, I mean, I think you should find out here what you're doing, Grant. Right, we know nothing about this. It's got depth now. It's in a queer hexo, so nothing's getting doubled. We did get 2 hits because it did build depth. So the most I could muster is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Another 7 there is 16. And I want to say there's 2 tanks here. 9, 16, 19. 22. Oops. 22, but that's probably too much. I mean, you should just seriously think of it being a 4. So, I mean, you kind of only need 8 strength. If we were to get lucky, let's just say the depth marker's a 3. So let's say we've got 7. So you need 14. So did I not say 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 16? So just these 3. You're not creating any flat. Well, actually, not that. Just that and that is 14, isn't it? No, it's not. Well, yeah, it is if I use the infantry HQ as well. So either infantry HQ. Is that the best way to go about it? Well, one of these guys needs to make the initial attack, doesn't it? And now demolitions is something. Yeah, demolitions is on that guy, so I think I do want to attack with that guy. Because from range you don't get it. That's the one you lose, isn't it? Demolitions. Yeah, it is. So I'm not going to get... and tanks, no, tanks don't. They give artillery. Is it worthwhile chucking a tank in case we get artillery? What else do these have? Well, maybe not this one, because it's got a longer range. Where's the HQ? As command post, it's got 1. Right. So it is in command. I'm just thinking, I mean, this tank could attempt barrage on that tank there, for instance. Why don't we chuck that in then? So I'm going to attack with that guy there for 5. I might not need these. They do supply a flamethrower though as well. And why not try and take this guy out if it can? I mean, a flank or a CC on any one of the 2 chits is going to spoil it. And I think I need the support of that, don't I? So that's 12. And that's demolitions we've got. We don't have flamethrower though. And that's 12. So it's this tank here. Now, yeah, he's adjacent to an infantry unit that's attacking, so that's fine. So I'm going to attack with that guy as well. And it's all clear hexes. This infantry gets his full strength. So that's 15, which is enough. Just the flamethrower bit. I think it's maybe worthwhile throwing it in there. Have we got something that can move into that hex? It's only going to be one of the... No. These guys, I've got 1, 2, 3. These guys can move in. So that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to chuck... I'm going to chuck that in as well. So 5, 12, 14, 17... Is that right? 7, 5, 12, 14, 17. I say worst case scenario, I think the strength is going to be 7, worst case, which we double. 14 would double it, be fine. But we're as well chucking that extra 2 in, I think. So 17, let's go with that. I mean, there's still high possibilities of a CC or a flank. So 17, nothing getting doubled. Let's see the unit. Oh, well, I tell you what. How about that? Flamethrower. So if we had not went in with that guy, we would not be seeing this depth marker right now. Right, well, we are. We've got the weapons. We're at least double. Come on. Oh, you rat. Ah, that's not what we wanted, was it? Well, we're going to have optional attrition, which... the problem with taking the optional attrition is if we draw... Before we get another turn, we've got 2 event cards to draw, and he's going to build depth. If that comes up in the event, like... So... But... But yeah, see, the problem is you can't create the flank right now, Grant, can you? Because I can't move one, two, maybe can't, no, can I? No, because I've got to stop when I'm adjacent, so I can't get into this hex. Can I get into that hex, maybe? Although it's in steady green and purple. I don't think I can. Well, no, because I'm crossing through that purple. So I can't. I'm going to have to attrition this. Well, yeah, I think so. I mean, I can move one. Oh, hang on, I can get into this hex. I can't I? Let's leave it just there just now and think about this. Sorry, I'm maybe not showing you the whole picture. But one of these guys, or these, can move. Remember, this will be disrupted, so I can move 1, 2, 3 into there, and then we've got the flank. I think we take. I mean, they're sitting in steady yellow, but these tanks are firing into here anyway with their extension, so. I mean, we're not. Yeah, I think I'm going to take my chances. I don't know. I think some of you probably would just be attrition in here, but yeah, yeah. So I'm going to move. These are demolitions as well. So I'm going to move this guy now 1, 2, 3. So the only intent, he's moving through intense red, but this is disrupted, so no intense yellow. 1, 2, 3. It's not went through any issues. And then this, I'm going to move 1, 2, 3. And now we will have that flank. Well, assuming nothing goes wrong. The good thing is we've got, well, mind you, if he fires. Well, no, he's a star, remember. It's difficult to take them out. We're getting the A action next turn though. Oh, I mean, the tanks overrun on an R. Well, you could easily get a yellow R. R is probably the most common letter. R and M, I think, are the most common. Okay. Well, here's the thing. You could actually. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's attempt barrage on that tank there then, rather than that one, because that one is within 3, which I think is the magic number. Maybe. Now he can barrage. He's in command, and well, any infantry unit. He's in the yellow's position. Field of fire. To be honest, they're all in yellow's field of fire. That's how I'm counting it as, because they can extend it, and that's what I count it for both purposes. You know, for purposes of like that and for them, we can. I mean, I wouldn't be able to, for instance, build my HQ here, set a command post here. That's how I read that, and he is considered in yellow's field of fire right now. So anyway, he is officially anyway, because he's in a steady yellow. So this time's going to attempt barrage. Circle, yellow circle then. So this is not coral or anything, is it? No, it's buildings. And it was just coral and mountain, wasn't it? Yeah, I'm needing to look that up. There's nothing about building. Yeah, building, unit strength, double depth is not. Remember, they don't get it. Right, so it's on the 3 columns, so I need colour and symbol. No. I just need colour. I just need colour to disrupt them. Yeah, colour and symbol would remove the depth as well. So let's do that. So a yellow, well, yellow's the important bit. Yellow circle would be even better. That's brutal. Oh man. I don't think the symbol on its own wouldn't have gave me it though. But, well, we've got neither, so... You know what the last card was? The yellow circle. Typical. Maybe I should have waited there. I don't think... hang on. Is there not another one down here? Tell me there is. There is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he can do that, can't he? I mean, before he barraged this, but this is less important now anyway, because we've got this in here anyway. The only thing is, this tank does extend its fire into this hex and this hex, whereas the infantry only fires into there. I feel like this is more important though, isn't it? Yeah, we've no more tanks there that can do anything. That guy's ranged. Okay, so let's just think a little more about any other moves that we might want to make. I mean, I feel like this should be. See, yeah, but I don't, we don't know. We really don't know where we're going next, do we? Don't want to move anything into there because then that's another unit in range 3. Right, that command post is going to extend to 2 next turn. So he's going to get a command anyway. So is that. Yeah, these were getting. Oh no, he was disrupted. And that was the one that was sitting on that. Right, okay. I just wondering there if I cheated out of a move, but no. That's fine. Well, probably should move something up into there. Maybe not there. Well, I don't want to concentrate it anyway. Right, well, you need to watch what you're moving out of these. Yeah, I don't want to empty these, do I? This I could replace it with that. Is that a free action? No, it's not. However, I don't see I've not used an action yet, have I? Oh, I have. I've used one across there. So I've got one left. Like I say, this does extend, but well, maybe just up to there then, Grant. Maybe put that up to there. Just keep these there then. You've got this guy as well. That sort of makes sense. Right, he gets a free move into there then. And he's going to get a free move 1, 2 into there then, I think. 2 triangles. I don't like that. I don't know why. It's let's do it the other way about. I don't know. I think it could be good for you or bad. So I'm going to move him into there and then him into there. They were free moves, and then that's just, you must be going to use that move then, Grant, because you've just done that there. Well, he could move up actually. I kind of want to keep this here. Yeah, actually, we were talking about that fact that we may want to. If these start getting assault, A action comes in next turn. If he assaults, does he go closest or? Let's see, assault action. Japanese has units that field the fire move. Right, if more than one US unit, choose a unit closest to the hex. Yeah, and then fewest steps. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So he would actually assault into here. So I think I will actually. I'm going to give him the free move and go 1, 2 into there then. So then we don't need to have that action. 6 steps. And then I'm going to move this into here, I think. 1, 2, yeah. And then if he does assault, it's better. I think we're better prepared. He's a bit of a wimp. 1, 2, 3. Right, let's take that back. Hang on. Let's put that back. Let's put that back. Sorry, I forgot about him. Well, I mean, he gets a free action, doesn't he? I think I want to say you really should keep the infantry HQ there before. Yeah, so this guy down the bottom here is getting a free move. So why not move him 1, 2, 3 into there? That makes more sense, doesn't it? I think. And then, so what are you going to do with him then? Possibly nothing. Maybe just leave this be. Right, so I'm gonna move this down here. So he does technically have a free action, I think, but I think I'm just gonna leave him. Yeah, I think I'm gonna leave him. What I sort of want to do is, kind of feel like I want to get this flamethrower along here further as well. I don't know. I mean, this guy can assault, can't he? Well, he's going to assault here, though. He's not going to come in there, Grant, is he? Okay. Right, is it the yellow? Are you going for the yellow tank then? Right, I'm going to barrage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is spotting for us. Well, there's a number of options. He's in command of the HQ. I just feel the need to go and have a double check on that. Tank unit occupies a hex in the field of fire, or an undisrupted infantry or engineer unit occupies a hex in the field of fire of the target hex. Unit is considered to be observing. Observing is not considered an action. Order for an infantry unit to observe for the tank. Either the tank unit or the observing unit must be in command of an HQ. Okay. And that's actually different from artillery. Yeah, I was watching some. I mean, we don't get artillery till right near the end of the game, but anyway, so we'll get to that. Okay, so he's observing. So it's a yellow. It's going to be a yellow triangle. Just still whether if I should be doing this one, but let's just do the yellow triangle, right? Let's do it. So it's yellow we need to disrupt, and it's that tank there, the one above. Yellow, oh, look at that. Well, just as well we didn't go for the purple. Although we would have got the triangle, yeah. Yellow triangle, I think, is going to remove that depth. Let's just double check. It's 3 strength. He's not getting any column shifts. He's not in the mountains or the coral. 3 strength. We got the colour. We got the symbol. Japanese disrupted. Remove depth. And fixed artillery in that position is destroyed. Well, that's awesome. So that gets destroyed. And never to come back. Remember, tanks, once they lose their depth, he gets disrupted, which was the more important part, but that's a bonus. I won't look at that because you could probably memorise them and know what the other 3 are. I mean, I don't, but if you did look at it, it might give you a clue to what the other 3 were. so I didn't look at it. Okay, well that was really good. So I get the feeling I'm probably done now. I was talking about switching this over. Well, I do have another action. This, yeah, just don't feel like moving this just now. This would be an action to move it anyway, wouldn't it? But this would be an action to move that as well. I suppose that's getting that guy closer. Yeah, I think I'm going to give this a free action to move into there. I'm not sure really why. And then give this an action to move along. Just, my thinking, I suppose, is getting the flamethrower a bit closer along. Because remember all this, oh, well, hold on. Yeah, but I don't want to vacate that hex. I was going to say you could have went 1, 2, 3, couldn't you, get closer, but don't want to vacate the hex. So this could get a free action. One, two, three. Yeah, I think I'm going to give that a free action to move on there. With the purpose being that when I empty that hex, he can go 1, 2, 3 into there. Oh, actually, no, I'm going to garrison that next turn. Let's forget that. Yeah, I don't want to leave it empty just now, though. Right, that's fine. That's fine. That's the command post anyway. This HQ is staying where he is. He actually could shimmy back one. Couldn't he? Because this guy's got that. Oh no, let's just leave it. Let's just leave it. Right, I think I'm done. Just don't feel like this guy's got anywhere to go really. I mean, he could come around and join this tank, but that's a bit. We're kind of moving up that way, aren't we? Right, let's just go with that, Grant. These are staying put. This doesn't really have anywhere exciting to go either, does it? No. Right, okay, I'm done. So I'll sort the cards out. We won't need the reshuffle again. I'll sort the units out. We're moving on to turn 9. Catastrophic loss goes up to 18. The A action kicks in. So things change up again. Catastrophic loss 18. We're on 4, 8, 9, 10. So better than we have been. But the A action kicking in might be something that brings issues. Let's grab the cards from up there. And let's see, there's no need for reshuffle just yet. Possibly next turn, I would think. Don't think we've got anything at land either. No, our landing days are gone for quite a bit. See when we get there. Okay, I'll straighten the units up and I'll be back with... Yeah, because that's 45 minutes on top of 30, so it's quite a longish one, isn't it? I'll be back with the next part sometime soon. I might just look over this before just off camera, and I can then possibly adjust just before we start back in the next part. Okay, I'll be back later. Cheers.